How you guys doing? This is Real Sensi. Today we're here with Dread Kennedy. How you doing, brother?
Wagwan, Real Sensi,
Yeah.
original lyrical Don, Long Beach's reggae ambassador. Wagwan.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate you. How'd you get your start in music?
Well, I almost got. Well, I did get kicked out of my house. That's not how the story starts. Let's digress a little bit. Let's digress. Let's go back a little bit. So I was a kid. I always liked playing. I was like going to church and like just for watching the band purely and strictly.
Definitely.
And yeah, usually like the message was a little bit too like extreme and
Yeah.
prejudice and hateful to sinners of all kind. When matter of fact, the biggest sinners are in the church.
Exactly.
But all respect, loves music from church. And then
That's amazing.
what's it called? Grew up in Carson, Long Beach area, and then me and my buddies from high school, like we used to skate together. Aaron Valdez, Mark Danini, Chubbs
Yeah.
Ramirez. You guys might know Chubbs. He's like a guitarist and bassy and tattoo artist now.
Oh hell yeah. That's awesome.
But fucking yeah, we started jamming and we played like a talent show at Carson High. We're like we used to just get high together all the time
Yeah.
and skate. We're like, let's do something with
Yeah.
this. And we all just started off playing like rock band and Guitar Hero. Like we used to like we weren't the coolest kids.
Right.
So we just like instead of like going to raging parties Friday nights, a lot of the time we would just go to the homie Mark's house and play like get drunk and just like play rock
Just play
band.
instruments. That's how you do it,
No,
honestly.
but no, the video game. And then we're like, we kind of look like idiots doing this shit, like all like old, like 17, like what are you doing playing
Just
Guitar
saying.
Hero still? Anyways, like turning like 18, 19. I think my family was like trying to get me to join the Navy and stuff, and there's a whole bunch of other dramas going on, but like that was the main one. And what's it called? They're like, oh, you could join the Navy, you could play music, but if you play music, you gotta get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like, later,
Well,
fools.
That's how you do it. So, honestly, keep doing what you love. Honestly,
Later, fool.
don't let anyone get in your way. That's awesome, like your whole journey and just what your like music is now and like how you
Yeah,
are now.
and
It's amazing.
it's I can understand why they kicked me out because we fucking sucked. This is what you're leaving. All right, this is what you're choosing your career as. And then they're just like a bunch of kids just learning how to play their instruments and like getting together and shit. But eventually, our sound
Over
developed,
time.
notoriety developed, and like just meeting people and stuff like
That's
that.
awesome. And I think you're doing amazing in all your music. You guys should really check them out. That's really awesome.
Respect and
When did you first realize you wanted to take reggae music seriously?
Oh man. Well, I've always been into like hardcore music and like punk music and like hip hop but like
Oh,
reggae's
yeah.
always been like in the
The top
background.
yeah. The
No,
back-
because it's like as the Islander, that's like
Definitely.
at every family barbecue,
yeah.
every gathering.
Right.
We play reggae, so it's not like I didn't like you, but it wasn't like the music that I was pursuing. Probably because
Definitely.
but it was always there. And then like once I started like I guess like expanding my mind herbally. Really just like I don't know, you really kind of just come to terms with like that aggressive music is more like just your aggressive feelings, and then the reggae music is like your future self or like
Yeah.
higher self
you see.
calling, and then like being the best person you can be to others and shit, things like that.
Definitely. It's a great way of putting it, honestly. Just keep pushing forward and just keep grinding and just always see the good in others, and that's life.
True that,
What kind of artists inspired you to create music?
Oh, all artists, from graffiti artists to like culinary artists to I don't know, arts of all type. Reggae music is a feeling music, so when something make you feel any type of way, you can write about it.
Exactly.
That's in all music, but I guess what artists make me want to play reggae music. Fortunate Youth, I'd have to say like pursuing it like live style.
Yeah.
Cause at that time being like 17, 18, I was like sneaking into shows like Fortunate Youth shows when they're still playing bars,
Yeah.
in like Hermosa area, and like I fucking love them since back then. and like it's a pleasure to tour with them now.
That's
And,
awesome.
But they really inspired me. Like they like yo like you don't have to like because at the time it was all like third wave ska and rock
Yeah.
sound, and like I always like roots and like just shit that like groovy sound.
Exactly.
Like not so much
Stuff
the
that
rock,
makes
but
you
more of the
move.
roll.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, and then fucking Corey, he taught us how to play those sounds like using an ocarina lower end bubble and an acoustic piano, like
That's sick.
because like we loved listening to Midnight,
Yeah.
a lot. So like, how does he achieve that? And like you get a Yamaha MM6, just like fuck with the settings and
Yeah.
do like
That's
an
awesome.
ocarina acoustic split.
That's cool. That's a little hidden secret.
Yeah, man. Take that.
Yeah, right.
Especially all you new reggae bands coming up. I know you're going for the bubble sound. I see y'all, and I love it. But lower end, mid range, acoustic, piano, skank to make it sound heavier, so you don't have like the little tiny bubbles. More like
Yeah, you want something heavy.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
When was Idle Vibes first formed, and how'd you come up with the band name?
Oh, okay. Well, just like rewinding back to the story, we were a group of, Carson High's mixture of the band kids and like the skater kids.
Yep.
Like we had a horn section, a 4-piece
awesome.
horn section. Shout out to the hornitos out there. And then, yeah, Michael, Mauricio, and Thomas and them.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we were just a bunch of homies, played backyard shows. Like that was why we got into it. Like we loved playing backyard shows.
Yeah.
But like it was funny, it was all ska shows, so like they'd be like, pick it up,
And you're
open
going
up
all
the pit. We're
roots.
like, roots drop. But yeah, we got the name also. Yeah, so we started playing the shows or whatever. And we started off with this band name called Vibes Alive. Thanks to Aaron Valdez. Shout out my brethren, Roots with Quality. He's like, let's name it after my favorite stick figure song right now, Vibes Alive. So we rocked with Vibes Alive for a little bit. And then as our musical taste developed over like the month after that, we're like, I don't even so much like, no offense to the Stick family, but like we're just like, we're kind of like wanted like a different vibe. We were just a
Something
bunch of kids
rootsier.
figuring it out. So like,
Yeah.
then we're like, we went more cheesier and called ourselves High Tides. And then after playing like a full year of the band, having that name High Tides, we thought we're just like a bunch of local kids. We're not like in the scene at all yet.
Yeah.
We're just like backyard show
Just do what you
players.
do.
And then like we get this email from like a brethren I will not name right now, because you know who the fuck you is though. But totally emailed us. We're like 17, 16. Some of us are like 14 years old. And like he's like, hey, we're a band called High Tide in San Diego, and we're gonna like, it's a like class action lawsuit. We're gonna sue you guys, cease and desist letter, like all that shit.
Jeez.
And we're just like, what the fuck is a cease and desist? We're just like, all right, they're
crazy.
just like, change the name and we'll hook you guys up. And honestly, I think that was our first scene show. Fucking, we drove all the way to San Diego, made a big deal out of it. Like, not like big deal like we're the shit, but we're just like, we like our first tour. But we're like, bro, you're gonna go play in San Diego. Drive the 2 hours and drive back. We like plan to like stay the night out there for the weekend, like just for the one show. And it was like a pre-show for a Soja Iration concert
so
at
sick.
like the SD Sports Arena. Well, it was at a different bar, so it was like the pre-show. And then like he signed us up for like right when the party bus left. So like right when we got there, the show was raging, and like we got in there like, all right, get in the party bus, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then so that was the end of High Tides, and like we just put our heads together, and actually this guy that was trying out for, we were all like scratching our heads,
Yeah.
like, what do we name this fucking band? what are we even gonna be? And then like this guy that was like this good homie of mine that went to high school with, played trumpet, and he was trying out for our band to play trumpet in too. And he comes to one meeting, like, because, like, it was after a practice or whatever. And he's like, I tell vibes. You know, I tell it means, like, natural, like, unrefined, you know. And like, vibration. And we're like, nah, that sounds stupid. And then, like, days later, we total half-baked moment. Like, you know, like, we'll sell weed, yo.
Yeah.
You know, like, when he says it twice, and then, like,
Yeah.
like days later, we'll sell weed, yo. At first, it was a stupid idea.
Right.
But days later, I was like, yo, I tell vibes.
I
It's all vibes, hell yeah! And then like
That's
we're all
crazy.
about it, but like I felt so bad. Shout out Mark Riego. Damn, like sorry, we totally were like, damn, that idea sounds dumb. And then we ended up rocking with it till today.
I love that. Idle vibes. Check them out. What was the creative process like behind writing and recording your album "One Me Trust"?
Oh, the album. We don't have an album. Like, the song.
Yeah,
Oh, the song. Dude, we just wrote.
or the EP. Yeah.
Yeah, the EP. Shoots. Yeah, my bad. That was totally didn't take
No,
the
you're
count.
good. You're good.
Edit. I was kidding. Anyways, fuck. So, those are already songs had been playing in our live set, and we just wanted to record it. So we recorded it with Peter Tosh's bassy and like original
yeah.
Studio One musician, fully
That's
full wood.
awesome.
We drove to San Clemente, and like I think this was like 2014, so like 5 years ago.
Oh wow.
And then like, yeah, I was like freshly 21.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Just get the fresh start out
Yeah,
there.
and then we were just we pretty much played those songs and like recorded it with him, and like writing those songs was just a bunch of like especially like One Me Trust. That was like Aaron originally had the idea for that song, while I wrote like I had penned the rest of it, like, you know, like he had his verse like down,
Yeah.
and I just penned around that, like,
Yeah.
so the chorus
Just
and my
made it.
verse, and like, and then you know when we switch and shit, like,
Yes. Hell yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's when he does his verse that he wrote like when he was like we wrote that shit when we were like 18.
That's awesome,
17.
and then it's still out here today. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. Hell yeah. So how was the tour with Josh Heinrich, Skill and Jaw, and Eureka Sound? Right?
Forgot my mic. Amazing. Sorry.
All good.
But,
Hell yeah. That
uh,
looks so much fun. Like,
yeah, totally. Got to see like my first East Coast sunrise, like legit, like as the sun was coming up,
right?
breaking through the dawn and shit.
The dust.
I was just like smoking a blunt, like on the water, and just like taking it
Just
all in.
enjoying life.
In Orlando, shout out Orlando Bandcamp. They house like, you know, like reputable bands. Like they have like 4 houses on this like lake property, and then like they just let like musicians stay there.
Hell yeah. They just like rent.
I think 4-piece band and Ayaterra just stayed there right before us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think we saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they even hashtag it best weekend of our lives.
Hell yeah.
That spot was crazy. Like,
Would
yeah.
you say that's the most memorable experience on your tour?
I'd have to say no. Although it's up there.
Uh-huh.
I think the most memorable experience is just me fucking up so bad and making myself like not fuck up the rest of the tour, like performing wise. Because the first show in San Antonio, I got too excited. Because I was like, yeah, tour started, fuck yeah. I cracked open the JMO at noon. And then like by the time we played, like, yo, even at the show, like, bro, everyone's buying me drinks, and like they're just serving me like big full cups of like Jameson on stage. And so like I don't know what I was doing. I hopped out in the crowd like 4 or 5 times. I was like, it's not even my show. I'm over here backing up Josh Heinrichs, and they're like, oh yeah, what's up? I'm the star.
That's awesome.
And then like, what's it called? Fucking late on the stage. I thought I was gonna pop back up and do one of those like jump up things. It didn't work.
You're like,
I just got up all fat and normal. I was like, yeah, I'm average. I forgot. I'm not a ninja.
That's awesome.
But that was probably the most memorable, like, because that just like made me not want to get fucked up like that the rest of the tour.
You're like, all right, I need to chill now.
Yeah, I'm working. I forgot. It's a fun job, but it's
Yeah.
still a job.
Yeah, exactly. When did you first realize that you wanted to do like a solo project?
Probably as soon. Well, I just had a bunch of songs like ready, and like I wanted to, you know, I was personally ready to move, like, and everybody was kind of like focused on something else. So,
Yeah.
like I wasn't, they always say like don't wait on nobody and shit like that.
exactly.
So yeah, just this is just like a more outlet to be more of myself too, and I don't have to like express the views of like 5 other dudes,
Yeah.
and it's just like what you see is what you get.
Where did you get your inspiration to write singles like Mr. Music Man and Bobo and Singal?
Oh, real life shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. Mr. Music Man is really about how like in the like weakest of situations of like your life, like it starts off like like saying like you're like stuck with like a wife that doesn't love you or like a job that's dead end as fuck.
Yeah.
Like like it's so crazy how music could just flip your mood
Yep.
like in an instant and like
Exactly.
control your whole vibe, and you eventually become who you listen to.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna listen to a bunch of like negative music, you're probably gonna have like a more negative outlook or like
Yep.
bad things happening to you, or like
Exactly.
people are like negative.
Yep.
But if you listen to like nothing but positivity and just like expressive stuff, like
Oh yeah.
you're gonna meet the same. And a diet isn't always like what you eat; it's like what you intake,
Yeah.
like through your ears and your
Yep.
eyes.
Yep. In your mind.
Yeah, for real.
Exactly.
It's awesome. Everything you portray and everything you take in with you, it also like
Yeah.
shows on the outside too. So it's awesome how reggae could like give you such a good vibe. You know.
Yep. Then seeing gal is just about seeing gals. You see the same girls at every show.
Mm-hmm.
Like never got a man. Always trying to hang with the band.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, love yourself, sis. That was just
Love
like
yourself.
it's not it's not a diss. It's just like,
Yeah.
yo, just check yourself, love yourself. King up, queen up, whatever you may be.
Mm-hmm.
Just upfulness.
Definitely. Hell yeah.
And Bobo's just about smoking weed.
True. That one's a good song. I love that song. Shaka Man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Big up Demande. Shaka.
How was it filming that video for Mr. Music Man?
Oh, extremely nerve wracking. I'm not like as you can
Shy.
tell right now, I got a little liquid aid. I'm totally not camera
Shy.
I'm not a camera person.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's just like we're in a studio, like like a fucking
Closed off studio.
yeah, closed off studio, and then it's just like me and like in front of a bunch of like white, and I'm just like
Just chilling.
I feel like I should be doing something with my hands.
I feel. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, so my manager Komaka, shout out Rougher Group. Yeah, man. Follow Rougher Group info to find me and Swell shows. But anyways, he went out and got me like a big bottle of Jack Daniels. I drank the whole thing, like by myself.
Wow.
And then yeah, that's why you see me dancing in the video.
And
like
just hanging. That came
Yeah.
out good with the late ones as well with the
oh
TV
yeah,
screen.
so they
That was
couldn't
lit.
make the video shoot, so we had
Oh,
them.
that was cool.
Yeah,
I like
so we
that.
did like a last minute idea.
Mhm.
How about we like film them somehow, and then like emboss them onto like the. Like,
That was lit. And
yeah.
they like shouted you out too. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Are there any artists you want to collaborate with but you haven't yet? Or haven't like been able to?
Shoots. There's a whole spectrum of people I'd love to collaborate with. One being J Boog.
Definitely.
Yeah, the
That's
brethren
awesome.
from Compton.
Yes.
Yup. And then I have like secret collaborations I already would say, but I can't say it right
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
But I definitely also want to jam with Scott Woodruff. Shoots. Yeah. Yeah.
One of those freestyle.
But other than that,
sessions.
I've yeah, seriously, I've just yeah, anybody and everybody. I'd love to collab with anybody and
Oh,
everybody.
yeah. That's awesome.
And shoots, I even yeah. Shout out FY, soon come, huh?
Yeah, that'd be sick. Is there any advice you'd give to aspiring musicians that are trying to do what you do?
Yeah, try not to have a child because it only gets harder. I'm just saying, not saying don't have a kid. Have a kid if you want to, but I'm saying any aspiring musicians, do your shit. Never get distracted. Just always find space for practice when you can. never be satisfied. That's it. Like, never be satisfied with your skill level. You're always like, there's always room to build.
Exactly.
You're never your best until you die.
How's
That's on your album sale.
how has reggae music changed your life?
Huh?
How has reggae music changed your life?
Honestly, it saved me from a whole like street life of gang banging, like drug dealing,
Yeah.
like I don't know, just for the better. I used to be more like a jerk or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
not a jerk, but like I'm like a funny dude, I guess. Like when we just hang out. But I used to be like that asshole funny guy and just like continue to like roast on people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just like more peacefulness in my heart and like
Exactly.
all that shit. You
That's
know?
awesome. Definitely.
Definitely brings a good vibe and just a good message to everyone. And I love everyone's story and your story.
Yeah, man.
What was the hardest struggle you've had to overcome in the reggae scene?
The hardest struggle in the scene, I guess the pay. Holy shit. Like,
True.
I have other friends that are in like the rap game and like, opener or like their kind of tours.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers pull money and they don't pull anybody to the show.
Yeah.
Like, that's the crazy thing. They could
Sad.
get a $2,000 guarantee and not pull anybody to that show, but they'll
Yeah.
gangster the fuck out of you and like get that money. So I don't know. Maybe there needs to be more gangsterness in the reggae scene. I know I'm down to bring it. Like, I'm tired of this shit.
Right. Right. Let's get it.
About to shake some collars.
You know it. What
I
is
got
your-
mouths to feed.
Right. What's your favorite thing about the whole reggae community?
Oh, the fam shit. Like straight up.
Yes.
There is those, like in every family, there's those like sour apples that like nobody likes to talk to, but you still like
You gotta still
at
be
family
nice.
function, you're like, hey, what? Hello. All right. Hello. Goodbye. That's all I had to do.
Pretty much.
But anyways, like, yeah, everybody, like, if you're cool, you're fucking cool. And that's what I love about that. Cause like, playing in, a punk scene or like, it's kind of like that, but not fully. And like, going to hip hop shows, nobody fucks with you like that. Like for real. Like, like these are actual like lifelong friends you can make. Like every musician or is like, I feel like is a projection of me or like a decent human, like they would totally go out on a limb and like fucking do like break their back or bend over backwards for me and like, and I'll do the same for them.
Yep. And that's what it's about, helping everybody out.
Yeah, man.
One love,
For real.
Is there anyone you'd like to shout out that has helped you throughout your whole music process?
My whole music process.
Yeah. The whole journey.
My whole journey. Shout out me. Straight up, shout out me. Shout out me for waking up every day and deciding to choose music. Shout out me for fucking working side jobs and making sure I can still do this fucking music. Shout out me. Nah, just kidding. Shout out my kids. Straight up, like those. That's my inspiration. I have to make this fucking time that I don't get to spend with them, like count.
Yep.
So like, when I'm not with them, I want to be like working and like not just like pushing and only doing musical works. But when I'm with them, like I obviously missed the December 4th.
Yeah.
But that was because like I was with my son and then like
you're
trying to work out a ride schedule and I was like and then like just like it's like I don't know. It's like I just
you're chilling.
straight up I was like I don't get this time all the time, so I'm just like fucking I'm gonna stay with my
got
son.
it now, so it's hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since we're real Sensi, we got to ask, what is your favorite strain?
My favorite strain of weed, as of right now, is donkey butter.
Donkey butter.
Yeah, I got it
Sounds
from
fire.
like San Luis Obispo. I don't know, some crazy ass perps.
That's sick.
Shout out Double Digit Devs, aka Paulie Herman,
Hell
Eureka
yeah.
Eureka Sounds manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also my key item. Long time.
Well, we really appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much.
Respect.
Make sure you guys go check out Dread Kennedy, all the stuff he's coming out with, new
Yes,
singles,
I
stuff
know.
on the way. So hell yeah. Thank
Big
you so
man
much.
thing this. A real Sensi.